Okay, come grab a seat.
Yeah.
Come on. Okay. Can you say, hello everybody?
Hello everybody.
Alrighty. So this is our first ever start to finish video of a woodworking project. And Ezra's, well, he hasn't really volunteered. I volunteered Ezra to help me because you will make the video at least 10% cuter. We are building a new TV cabinet. Don't actually have a TV that sits on it, but I hope that gives you some idea of what it will be. Kind of a low, actually, let's just bring up the fancy 3D model now, eh? Yeah. Alright, so as you can see it's spinning around. We have a low TV cabinet that has a kind of fancy squiggly front, some dark wood, and some little legs. So we're going to build that together. That'll involve a couple of trips to the shop to go get some wood, and then we'll get stuck into this project. Any questions? What's your question?
Captain. Baby Bella.
So we have another one on the way, and basically all of Ezra's clothes have ended up living on the change table in the lounge because we can't be bothered going to your clothes. Because we can't be bothered going into your bedroom to get them, so the same thing will probably happen for baby brother. So we are going to build this TV cabinet, but instead of storing other things in the cabinet, we're going to actually store baby brother's clothes. What one do you reckon, fella? They look pretty similar, but that one is so heavy. We're gonna grab that one, like twice as heavy. Whew. All right.
Oh no.
Where are we going, Ezra? We're going to Bunnings.
Bunnings.
Hey, chin up. All right, that way. Okay.
Best part. Favorite ditty?
Yeah. We are off to Musgroves this morning. A bit windy today. And we are going to go get some wood for the squiggly front part of the cabinet. Yeah. Might get a treat from the bakery while we're there too. What have we stopped for, fella? For a drink and a coffee, and then we're going to go next door. Where's my hand? Next door there to Musgroves. Alright, so we've got our almost 20 metres worth, and 20 metres should do us. Alright, now we've got to chop it up so that it's not too long, and hopefully we can get it on the bike. This should be interesting. There we go. Alright, back to the wood, eh? Lead the way. Really happy with that actually. It was worth building that wee table, making a new crosscut sled. Really nice, accurate 45 degree. So I've made a bit of a cock up here. I started making this kind of bevel on the table saw and it just wasn't accurate enough, and it was, a piece of wood was moving around all the place, so I decided to swap to the circular saw, which has been better. However, the piece of wood I was using as a guide was bowed slightly, like by 2mm, which I didn't notice. So now I'm trying third time lucky, and I keep shaving off more and more material as I keep fixing my mistakes. So it's going to look a little bit different than I intended, but hopefully we'll still end up with a good result. So fingers crossed. Here we go. Alright, that was much better. So fuel. So that just means that I've taken off a bit more than I planned to. Is what it is. Right, so the plan is to chop perpendicular to this face, chop a small channel down the side of each piece that we'll make together, and I will put a long strip of wood in between, and that will help it hold together, because gluing two joints of the end grain like this together isn't particularly strong on its own. So the router will sit up on here and then move along, and as you can see we've got the router bit in here, and we'll cut just a 4mm wide groove all the way along. So we will see how that goes soon. Hello everybody. Alright, so I have Ezra in here because we have just done a little test cut on some pieces of plywood.
This one.
Yeah, this one. Should we pull that one out? Oh, it's a bit tight. There you go, can you hold that one up? So, I've cut a slot in that piece, also cut a slot in that piece, and then magically when you put them together you end up with a little slot down the middle. That's where that piece goes. Okay, can you pop that piece in here? Yeah, do it sideways like that. Yeah, perfect. Now, you match those two pieces together and you get a nice strong joint. What do you reckon? What one do you like the best? What one? This one? This one? This one? This one? Or this one? What's your favourite?
This one.
The darker one? That's my favourite too. I think we go for the darkest one we can do. Hello, it's voiceover Simeon here. I thought I should just jump on to explain what's happening here. So I've just added some sawdust to glue to fill some gaps or cracks that were in the wood. And here I am clamping down a piece of metal as a guide for the router to create two slots on either side of the cabinet for the two middle panels, which you'll see come together later on. And I'm using that piece of perspex there as a bit of a spacer, and then I add another piece of plywood here, chuck the
perspex in, and this just slowly pushes the router further out from the guide so that I can machine the full slot.
Yeah, the camera's on. Do you want to wave at the camera? Yeah. Okay, stand up there. Yeah. Okay. Hold this one and go up and down.
Here I am chopping some slots out of the backs of each panel, and I fit a MDF sheet at the back to close in the rear of the cabinet. You'll see me add the panel later on too. Now the stain I used here is a Jara coloured one, which ended up a little more red than I was hoping for, but in the end it still gave a nice contrast with the cupboard door fronts, so can't complain too much. Now it's time to make the legs, so I am just cutting up some spare Rimu that I had lying around, which stained a pretty similar colour to the rest of the cupboard, so not too bad. Now a quick shout out to some friends of mine, Tim and Rose, who kindly gave me their old curtain rod from their house when they were doing some home reno, so I'm just using that here, and I want to remove the old stain on it so I can put the Jara coloured stain on, so I'm just using the drill to spin it around, and here we go, ready for some new stain. Nice. Off camera I added some MDF around the sides of the stack of wood here to hold it all in place while I grind it. And you can also see me here kind of roughly marking out with a pencil where I want to cut the curves with the grinder. And I am trying to pay particular attention to getting the grooves that act as the handles in the right spot, which you can see me creating right here. I also realised that it was a big mistake doing this in the garage because it made basically the whole garage a winter wonderland of sawdust. So as you can see here, I've moved outside into the sun, which I should have done at the beginning. Now I'm finishing off the grinding using a kind of flat disc with sandpaper on it to get rid of all of the burnt edges that you can see here before taking it back into the garage and finishing off with the orbital sander. Now we're ready to oil each individual piece, which was a painstaking process. So here I am doing it in the lounge whilst watching a movie. And talking about painstaking, gluing each piece on took a very long time also because I clamped every single one. So I ended up gluing these over a period of about a week, just going in and out of the garage waiting for the previous one to dry and then gluing and clamping the next one. But we got there in the end.